Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Gruber Wired. I'm Mark Beach.
I'm John Dotson, and welcome back.
We're
after
actually doing
a few
it live.
episodes.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks.
Yeah,
We're glad to be back in the studio.
very much so.
How was your cruise?
Oh, we had a great time. Fabulous time. Highly recommend. You want to get away and have a really great time doing so, just take a cruise.
Yeah.
They're just great. A lot of fun. We had a huge family presence there, lots of friends, and just really overall great time.
Anything funny happen?
Anything funny? What you got up your sleeve, you know? Yeah,
I don't
There's
know.
always something funny going on. There was a huge 80s
It's
party.
your family,
we got dressed
right?
up.
Well, you dressed up as Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, yeah.
And he died right before you did that.
I know. So here I am dressed up as Richard Simmons on the ship, right, for the 80s party.
Yeah.
And everybody started giving me condolences. All night long, people are hugging me, giving me condolences. So,
Wow. Yeah, that's... don't ever dress up as me.
yeah, right?
There you go.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really great. One of the really, truly warm experiences I had was I was able to renew my parents' vows for them.
That's cool.
During this trip, and then, their 50th anniversary, 50 years, going strong.
Right.
And so that was just one of those magical moments,
Nice.
So really good stuff.
Yeah. You said you did it on the back of the boat?
Yeah, we went to a special place on the very back of the boat, and it was the sun was coming down, as sunset. It was just beautiful, gorgeous, and Mom looked beautiful, and Dad looked great. And
Nice.
Really cool. Touching.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a great experience. And you had, 20 people?
It's quite a few of us on that ship.
Nice.
Bouncing around, doing our things, guys. Yeah, it was just great, fun atmosphere.
There you go.
And I'm sure you guys had as much fun around here working on, taking care of my work for me and just watching over
well,
everything.
that was mostly Harry and Crystal.
Yeah.
They just are troopers, man. They pulled the load.
That's nice.
Yep.
It's great when you have a staff behind you, respected employees that do respect you enough and can take care of your needs and your customers
100%.
and your business. It's
Never have to
thank
worry
you,
about
everyone.
it.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
All right. So, what are we talking about today?
Today, up and coming, we are going to be releasing our new website.
Yes.
And so we thought today we would come on the show and maybe do kind of a preview and maybe get some discussion about our website.
Build a little hype about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and show you what they've been working on. Jesse and the crew have been working diligently on this for some time. Jesse, how long have you been implementing this?
We've been working on this version of the site for the last 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and we do everything in-house, correct?
We do everything in terms of managing the site and data and stuff in-house, and then we have a third-party ad company that we work for that helps us with driving traffic and SEO and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Very cool.
Yep. Well, it's, our website is great. It's very functional, but it was feeling a little dated.
Yeah.
So this is going to kind of have a little more sizzle with the steak.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be an updated version, refreshed version of our website. And we're kind of mixing some of the old with the new and just trying to make it more user-friendly and a very comfortable place to do business.
Yeah, and that's hugely important. Customers rely on being able to check us out. And, I had somebody today do an inquiry through a HubSpot,
Okay.
After looking at stuff on our website. And it's very handy.
Yeah,
So
if you're
can
not
actually
aware,
get spec sheets, see products and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're not aware of what he's talking about with HubSpot, that's our live chat feature. So if you actually are on our website and you want to be able to talk to us live, you can go on there and follow the link and be able to have a conversation with somebody live.
Right. You might get John.
Yeah,
you might get
could be
me. Whoa.
Look at
We
that.
zoom way out there. So we're going to bring up the website right now, the new website that's going to be out. And we're not going to have a release date yet because there's optimization stuff that's still got to go on. But look at that. It's kind of pretty.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of information here, and it's going to be, like I said before, very user-friendly. Kind of getting a bit of a background in regards to this, Jesse. What have you and your team done over the past 6 months to get to this point? Kind of give us a quick layout of what you were tasked with.
Well, we wanted to make it up to date, improve the navigation system, and then also Go back to actually like the 2016, 2017 version in terms of how the menu was structured. There was a lot of time and effort that went into that. For a lot of people that don't know, we had an issue in the past where one of our websites on an older technology got compromised years ago, over 10 years ago, and we had to make a migration to WordPress, the system we're on now. And so we wanted to go back and pull some good design highlights from that, but then also make it refreshed and more current.
And WordPress has really come a long way in those 8 years too.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of great plugins now, a lot of flexibility. So it's I know I do some stuff in WordPress, and it's what it is. Yeah.
Very user friendly, I take it.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, the estimates back in the 2015, 2016 era were about 20 to 25% of the internet, websites on the internet were run on WordPress.
Okay.
That's up now to 35 to 40%.
Oh, wow.
It's
Okay.
the main reason is it's open source and it's free. There are paid plugins that you can get to
Sure.
enhance it, but the underlying technology is free for anyone to use.
And it's very good technology. I mean, that's why people are preferring to use it, I take it. I mean,
Yeah. So it kind of depends too on how you expand it, because the third-party plugins, if they're built poorly and they're programmed poorly and they're not secure, that can cause issues. So that is kind of a downside to it. But if you have a professional that knows the coding aspect of it, knows how to check the security of the plugins and how they're built, then yeah, it's just as secure as anything else.
nice. Yeah, so talk about security really quick on a website, since we're going to be releasing this website, and of course you're going to be able to purchase from this website. So what are the procedures you have in place to secure that system?
So for this site, we took a number of additional precautions. So there's a few things. One of the main things we do is we have a plugin that captures bots. So we've seen a significant rise in people coming to our site, releasing their bot to just go through and take all the resources of our server. So what we do is we have a plugin that detects that bot activity and then kind of places them in this little black hole that they can't get out of. And so they kind of get stuck there.
Okay.
So that's one way to make sure the resources aren't being drained on the server. Security-wise, the other options that we have are usually login related or phishing related, to make sure that people aren't giving away their information or going to fake login pages, that kind of stuff. So we've implemented a couple of those things where the login's going to be more secure. There's going to be two-factor authentication. And then we also use a third-party company called Securi that does our firewall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very secure.
Very
no worries
secure.
there at all. Yeah.
Very, very, very difficult to come at this site. Yeah.
Yeah. In this day and age, I mean, that's something we have to bring up. And, we want everything to be secure.
Right.
As we just went through recently, right?
Definitely.
And so with this too, we'll be able to give our existing customers access and be able to set up pricing. Is that correct? Specific to customers?
Yeah. We have the option to. There's a few new features on the site. One of them will be customer-based pricing. Really what it is a membership. So you can build out different memberships, different tiers of memberships, and customize the experience so that when your customer logs in, they see exactly what they're supposed to see, at the price they're supposed to see it, and make sure that they're getting the discounts that they're used to.
Right.
So that would be a benefit, for instance, when we physically close here, right?
Right.
Every day. So someone's working after hours, at a data center, at a place of business, and they need to order some product, they'll be able to actually even use their phone to go on, correct? We have a phone application for this as well. And
Yeah. Well, so it is still like a website, so you still go through the Chrome app or whatever.
Okay.
But there was a massive focus on the responsiveness of the site, meaning that the code is designed in such a way that it will cascade down across the different device sizes and pixel ratios. So
Okay.
things aren't going to look weird or be stretched or too big or too small. It's going to be formatted correctly for desktops, a number of different desktop size monitors, laptops, tablets, and mobile devices.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So pretty universal. So like I was saying,
Optimized for
yeah.
mobile. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. No, but let's say that, Mark, you create a login for your customer, right? So they can see that tiered pricing or their custom pricing they're set up on.
Right.
Like I was saying, after hours, they're doing some work. They need to order some cabling, a shelf. They can go on and do so and get their particular pricing point.
Right. And
Which-
place an order.
Yeah. Place the order.
Rather than waiting, because if you go on the website, you get the website price. But if you are a customer who purchases volume and you're on a different schedule because of the volume you purchase, then, you would have access 24/7
Yeah.
to be able to order at the price that your rep would give it to you for.
Yeah, it's very nice. You don't have to wait till the next morning when we come into the, or open up, I guess you'd say.
Right.
And wait for us to answer the phone. So let's take a little more look at in depth here really quick at the website. So what were you thinking when you guys came up with our landing page and how this looks and presents itself?
Well, so we wanted to make sure one of the main features that we did not have as easily accessible on the current site is the sidebar here.
Mm-hmm.
And this floats with you everywhere you go on pretty much any page. So what this is kind of an older style text version of the new mega menu, image-based mega menu that we created. So we went back to that 2016 era hierarchy structure that was built out by one of our very experienced sales reps and his team to kind of make it as easy as possible to get in as few clicks as possible to where you want to go. So that's what this sidebar is, and it's always there. You can always just glance over and find whatever it is you're trying to get to. The rest of this page here, we wanted to have an option where we could have some kind of graphic and highlight whatever is, a current product, a new product, something that's on sale, something,
Sure.
That's we're trying to get rid of and we want to give you guys a great deal on, whatever it is. So this is going to be that main action section where it's like a headline of a newspaper kind of.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Here, again, we can go in and there's a new filtering system that will allow us to set featured products. So we can change this daily, we can change it weekly, and this, again, will be just more discounts or whatever we want to offer people.
Sure.
And then this is relevant information that people look for. You guys could probably talk more about this than I can. This was requested by the manager over there at COM to make sure we have our certifications there and visible for people that have that as a requirement or they're looking for that for whatever reason when they're looking to do a job with us. And then this is all of our social media podcast links.
Yeah, so now on the certifications, I noticed you were able to click on that and it actually pulled up our certification.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's nice. It's a nice little feature.
These ones here don't link directly, but this is
It's
not really a certification.
Right.
It's just
We're just promoting
Neither is TAA.
American. Yeah.
It just means that the products are majority manufactured in TAA countries,
Yeah,
and then
compliant countries. Mm-hmm.
BAA is us, America.
Yeah, we're an American manufacturer. Proud of it.
Right. The product though is
It's all American.
Because something can be TAA and not BABA.
Correct.
Yeah. So
And then your ISO, right?
right.
So you can go along with all those
Or
certifications.
SOL.
that you want. Yeah.
okay. And then let me turn you guys off for a second, and you can see the footer.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is also where we can come in and just offer getting on our mailing list. So with the launch of this new website, we're going to be doing a lot of new flyers, new discounts, just trying to drive to some of the new features that we have on the site. So signing up there, you become a member on our list, and you get a discount code emailed to you immediately as well.
Nice.
And then over here, we have all of our social media platforms, and we definitely added more since the last site.
Now, I noticed if you hover over one of the phone numbers and give it a click, it's a nice little feature I like too that I had noticed. That you
Yeah, so
added.
especially if you're on your phone, that's specifically what that's for, really, for the phone numbers. And also the emails, though. If you click on the email, it'll open up your email application, or it'll try and call it directly, so that way you don't have to try and copy it down or anything.
Sweet.
Yeah. Now, a couple other things I noticed right away caught my attention, and is this has a wish list feature, which we never had before as well.
Yes. Yeah, that's a new feature, and let me show you that. We'll just go to one of our categories here. me do a breakdown on this real quick too. So this is new information that we did. We had it on that old site again back in the earlier days. So I harvested some of that stuff, but then I also used AI to help me enhance it, make it more SEO and keyword friendly and relevant and concise. So these are all updated as well. And then here is the wish list feature that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch a product and keep an eye on what it's doing price wise or stock wise, you just add it to your wish list. You can make as many wish lists as you want. I have a test list already. And you add it to your wish list. It'll tell you the whole thing there. And then you can also click right here and it'll take you to your My Account page with your wish list, and you can see all the items and all that stuff.
So when you actually go in that and see your items, you're able to purchase directly from there. You have to go and add them
cart
to the
right
cart
there.
right there.
Yeah.
So this would be actually great, nice, and practical for somebody who is, say, working with a bill of materials, which is rather extensive, right?
Yep.
You're putting your business together. You need, X amount of cables. You need metal products. You need this, that, and the other. As you find them on the website, you start creating that list.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be great. And you can come back and, again, you can make as many of these lists as you want, too.
Nice. Yeah.
So I noticed off to the side, too, there's going to be a blog section. So tell me about that. What are we going to do there?
So in our blog section, we've kind of built out a couple of blogs, a couple of templates. So you're going to hit this page here. You're going to see whatever the most recent post is, and then you're going to have all the other options here as well. And they'll be dated, and you can organize and sort when there are more of them in there. But then you come here, and this is all going to be tuned as well. So it gives you your little read warning, and then how much time it is, and then we're doing full blog breakdowns. We're going to be doing industry specific, and I think our team over there has someone dedicated to start building those out on at least a weekly basis, hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah.
Education, always, right?
It's always handy to have little elements in there, especially like working with the more current stuff like fiber and, what is MPO, MTP, and stuff like that. Things that, are not all the way out in the ecosystem yet. Great to be on the leading edge and help inform our customers.
Yeah. Now, what about the search bar we have up there? Is that specific to extra, like part numbers? Can you just use a part of a word? Is it word specific?
You can use anything you want. So you can start typing a part number. You can type the actual name of the product. You can, if there is a tag that that's popular, you can type the tag.
So, for instance, let's say cable manager. Could you just type in cable manager and up would pop our list of cable managers?
So I type in cable manage. I don't know if manager
or management.
But yeah, cable management. So you can choose here to go directly to the category, or you can see the top products in that category. And then you can also see all products as well if you want to down here.
Now, what considers something to be top products versus others? Is that just the way it's listed on there? Do you guys list by what is selling? Do you list by
So we can actually change that. Right now it's going to be whichever one was created last. Okay. But we can change it to be by sales, by rating, by however many we have in stock, whatever has the most stock. We can do a number of things there.
And I saw when you were typing that in, it was very responsive, very quick.
Yeah, it's basically instant. Yep. So if we do Cat 6, it loads everything with the prices and little image previews pretty much instantly.
That's fantastic.
So let's go to a product page really quick. Go ahead and select one of those.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, this currently is not using the CDN or any of the speed initiatives that we have. So the way what you're seeing now is much slower than it will even respond when it's live.
And the CDN is a content delivery network. So basically your location is propagated, pages are propagated around the world so that there's instant access, and then those networks can retrieve live data if they don't have it cached.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
So basically, when we're talking about the network and we were talking about edge networks and stuff like that, stuff being close right? So that's kind of the concept of having something as close to the point of inquiry as possible. So it helps with the speed and responsiveness of the website.
Very cool.
What it also does too is it allows for protection against what's known as a denial of service attack. So they're, instead of attacking our server directly, they're hitting whatever server locally in their area, and they're not ever going to be able to crash by overloading the resources of our server.
Okay.
Makes a
That's
lot of
cool.
sense. Yeah, that's great.
Good stuff. So this is what a product page looks like, right?
Yep, this is the individual product page.
Similar to what we've seen before, but it looks like it lays out very nice.
Lays
Yeah,
out much nicer. Yep, and we have this feature, which is really cool. Kind of isolates the image, and then you can do much like higher resolution just to check things. It's probably better for images like this.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
look at that.
Very clean.
Yeah, and then this is what I was mentioning with the categories. You can search those. You can search the part numbers. You can search anything in this description. In the title, it'll pull up that product.
Very good.
And then we have our related products here too. And then we are using image optimization to kind of shrink these images down. And you'd think there'd be a lot of kind of loss on the images, but these are all staying pretty up there, and the speed's going to be pretty good too. So we've kind of found a good medium balance there.
Now, if someone wants to go ahead and say, I've got a question about this product, where's the live chat button on this page?
So the live chat won't be here until we're ready to make it live, because we have to take that from the current live site in order to make that happen. But it'll be right here where
Mark's head
Mark is. There'll be a little kind of by his headphones down there. It'll be a little orange chat box. But yeah, we're not losing that feature. That will be there.
So let's see, what do you got under facts? You see some of these subcategories down here.
And this we're also going to review and make sure we go through and update as needed. But this is all already populated, just general questions that we think people might have or that we've been asked before. We have stuff about our lifetime warranties, the Build America, Buy America. We have copper, fiber, and metal product questions, and then we have general industry and company questions as well.
Nice.
So this will be updated and added to as we need to expand it.
I just wanted to make sure we didn't have anybody commenting. There's nothing going on there, right? On comments?
For the FAQ section?
No, for the podcast right
itself.
now.
We do have one from Highlander. Yeah, we're missing our,
Highlander.
our question person. So Highlander says, I'm here. This is an awesome show. The Highlander. Thanks, Highlander.
Hey, Highlander. Welcome back to the live show. Did you miss it being live? That's what I want to know.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Of course.
We're current events here.
So up top under, we see some categories up there. You have home, about, services. Let's take a look at about. Now, is that going to give a little more description about who we are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is going to be company specific. We'll have some imagery there with a nice, cool Arizona sunset.
Hey, look at that.
That's our building.
And then, actually, that's a sunrise.
one of our buildings.
And
yeah, it's sunrise, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, some little kind of blurbs about us, but then it also has
There we go.
our location, all our social media, and this, again, will click right into a map, or the other one will click right into, the phone number.
Yeah, how convenient.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very convenient there.
And I mean, a website is a great tool. I think it is what people need to feel comfortable with, researching a product or understanding who Gruber is, and then ultimately contacting us and making the purchase directly from us.
Yeah, and one of the things that I'll tell you that my biggest gripe about websites is when they're not user-friendly, they're inconvenient.
Right.
It's almost a hassle. And there are some out there that I have issues with because I'm just one of those people. I want it convenient.
You are one of those people.
I am. I'll admit it. But I am one of those people where convenience is huge for me,
Yep.
and that's one of the things I really like about this, Jesse, and what you've done is making this more user friendly, very convenient, and easy to do business with us.
Sorry, I'm getting Highlanders questions up
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that though. It did take a good amount of effort to get where we are. Finally, almost there.
This is my job showing up to the Gruber videos, and we appreciate that.
Very crisp graphics. Yeah, it's getting good. Jesse and his team has done very well on this, and they've done a great job,
Worth
not
the
only on the
wait.
podcast, but
Yep.
putting this website together. We're very excited about this. This could be some good stuff. Really cool.
Exactly. I mean, it and the nice thing is it gives us a great structure so that, if there are things we want to expand on, we're not locked into kind of an older format. It's
Yeah.
we're now in something that's really current and can react, like Jesse
Yeah.
was saying, doing sales, items that might be on sale or special offers, limited time stuff going on.
Yeah, Jesse, how's that work for you? I mean, looking after you launch, going forward, making improvements, adjustments, how convenient is that for you and your staff, working on this?
So that is a part of the reason why it took so long to get it the way that it is. So the websites that we had before weren't optimized for growth and updating, so to speak. So this one, we've used a specific set of plugins that are some of the industry standard that are updated regularly, and they always include even some of the new features of AI and stuff like that we're going to play with in the future.
Right.
Maybe even bringing that into our live chat. But this is going to be much, much easier to update, much faster to update, because everything that you see here is built in a templated way where it's generated dynamically as users request it, and then those templates are very easy to, when I make a change somewhere, it changes everywhere across the site that it needs to without me having to go do it manually. And that's kind of the drawback to our current sites.
Gotcha. I know we don't have much time left, but I know that if people are watching this right now and listening, they're going to want to know, how is it from their point of view as a customer when they go to look and go through that checkout side of things? What's their experience? So do we expect that experience to be like?
For the checkout?
Yeah.
So the checkout has been updated too. Let me show that real quick. So we have this new kind of update to this cart here. But if we go to the checkout flow, now this isn't going to work yet as well because the payment processing hasn't been initiated. But anybody familiar with our checkout will see this page and immediately know that it's different. So it's much more of a simplistic conversational form to where it's going to ask you a few relevant points and then you move on. It's going to ask you a few more. Our old system was kind of the default WordPress checkout page, and it was giant, and you had to scroll down the whole thing, and there were 15, 20, 30 fields you had to fill out.
Yeah.
So we've gotten rid of that, and it's now a much simpler, just like 3-step process to get through.
Oh, nice. So again, much more convenient.
Yep.
Definitely.
It seems like that was one
Name
of the
of the
big
game.
factors in building this site was convenience.
Convenience and speed and as few clicks as possible to get where you need to go.
Yeah.
That'll make John happy.
It makes me happy. I swear. I can't tell you how many times I've been to websites and I get frustrated with them, especially the worst ones for me are restaurants. Trying to navigate the restaurant, app on the phone and whatnot, to me is sometimes just a huge hassle.
I know. Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they know you have to eat too, so they don't
Right.
really care to update it.
I can't tell you how many times I have closed an app from a restaurant just because of that and bought somewhere else.
Well, and the other thing I noticed too now is a lot of times if you're looking at a restaurant and you go in and all I want to see is the menu, right?
Right.
Well, no, you have to get the app in order to get the menu. I'm seeing
Well,
more
like if you
and
go
more
into
of that.
McDonald's too, you got to go to the kiosk now instead of like,
Yeah.
or you can wait for the one guy that's by at the register for when he gets done doing the fries or something.
I just think with, maybe it's an age thing, but I'm going to have more of a difficult time than some other people adjusting to things like AI and these technologies as they come in.
Yeah.
Because even when I was on the cruise ship, your menu and everything was on your phone. Okay, they used to give you paper menus, not anymore. You get to your table and everybody's got their phone out.
Yeah, scan the
And
QR code.
You go, and I'm like, give paper menu, please. So they had to bring one out to me. So, and even the games and everything we were doing on the ship, and like you said, and they had a big movie screen up there, QR code. You hold your phone up, you scan it, and then all of a sudden your information comes on, and you're able to play some of the games that we played along with everyone else in the ship. So this technology is here, and it's coming. So for someone like me, convenience is a huge factor.
Sure.
And so that's what I like about our new website that's coming out here shortly.
Well, we want to thank everybody for being here. Back to the live podcast every Thursday at 3 p.m. Arizona time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this podcast. And we're just happy to be back. For now, I'm Mark Beach.
I'm John Dotson, and thank you once again. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Next week.